Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how I make my butter knife cod fishing lures. I like to catch my cod using simple butter knives from your local dollar store or discount shop, wherever you can buy cheap and easy cutlery. Cod fishing lures can run you anywhere from $12 to $20. These lures are going to run you less than $2 roughly. And so that's what I do. I go and buy about a dozen of these from the dollar store, and then I'll get a C-clamp, clamp it to a workbench, and just drill a hole right in the tip right here, and another right through the handle. And on the handle side is where you want your hook to go. We're going to use some split rings and then a nice shiny hook, and we're going to have a hole up here, and then we're going to attach a swivel, and from the swivel then you tie your line right to the swivel. So when you cast, you want the hook on the handle side, because the handle side is heavier. So it's going to sink like this, and you want the hook, when you're jigging it like this, you want the hook on the bottom. So when the fish come to grab it, they're going to get snagged on the hook and you catch them. And so a butter knife doesn't weigh that much, and it takes a while for it to sink. So that's one disadvantage, but it's way cheaper and they love it. It looks just like the capelin that they eat. When the capelin come to Newfoundland and spawn on our beaches, the cod go nuts, and they literally eat until there's capelin hanging out of their mouths. Their bellies are absolutely full of them. And whenever the capelin are in, which they are right now, it's prime fishing time. So anyone that comes to Newfoundland, anyone that lives here, even if you're here on a vacation, anyone that's here in Newfoundland during the fishery, is allowed to catch 5 fish per day. If you go out in a boat with 3 or more people, the maximum is 15 fish per boat per day. So you could have 10 people on the boat, but you're not allowed to take home 50 fish. You're allowed maximum 15 fish per boat. If there's only 2 people on the boat, 10 fish maximum. 1 person out in the boat, 5 fish maximum. Alright, so if you're visiting Newfoundland, you don't need a license or permits or anything like that, or tags, fish tags or anything like that. You can go out in a boat with a tour boat, or with a friend or a family member, or even catch them from shore in certain areas. I've got a secret spot that's Cliffside. And so what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to make these lures. And we're going to go down on the cliffside and try to catch some cod and have a cliffside catch and cook. I'll show you how I make these now. Alright, so we've got some size 7 octopus hooks. These are a little bit bigger than what I was originally using. As you can tell, I probably had a size 5 or 6 on there originally, but these are going to be stronger, and we do want stronger hooks, because when you get the granddaddy cod on there, as you can see, they will actually straighten the hook right out and snap it in half. There are cod out there that are 100 pounds. And 4 or 5 feet long. Big granddaddy cod. The cod fodders, I like to call them. So I'm going to put together one now to show you exactly how I make my butter knife lures. We'll get our hooks out here. We're only going to make one because I want to get down and see if I can catch something. Cook it up for you guys. So I'm just removing the old hardware I had on these. And so as you can see, I've got a hole drilled in the handle and right in the tip. And we're going to get our split ring on the bottom so we can connect our hook to it. We're using Red Wolf split ring assortment. There's 8 different sizes, or 8 pieces with probably 3 different sizes in there. We want the bigger ones because, like I say, we could get a 50-pound fish easy on there. A lot of the cod we're going to be catching, it's probably going to be smaller though from shore. Real granddaddies like to stay out in a little bit deeper water. And so I like to use the 2 big ones, and we can get away with these 2 medium-sized ones. These small split rings are not going to hold up to a heavy fish. And so we'll start with one of these larger ones. And so the split ring, same as setting up your keychain, putting keys on there. I find if you jam something in there like so, then you can kind of get it started. And then you just wrap it around. Alright, now we got our split ring on there. Now we're going to attach our hook. Not very good at this with my nails, so I'll use the butter knife again. Alright. We'll get our hook on here now. So the dates that the recreational cod fishery are open, it's typically around Canada Day, which is July 1st. That's usually the first weekend. And then it's every weekend up until and including Labor Day weekend, which is in September, the first weekend in September normally. And so, as you can see, we got our hook attached now with our split ring. It's mobile. It's not gonna get snagged. It always returns down to the bottom position, so when the fish attack, they're gonna get hooked. And then we have Excalibur 45-pound test, size 3, interlocking barrel swivels. And so these go on just the same as you would attach a safety pin. And so this mechanism right here, it opens up, you just squeeze that right there, it'll open up and you can put it through the eye and the tip of your blade, and then that's the swivel is this action right here, and then you attach your cod fishing line. You want at least a 50-pound test line. A normal fishing line, you're going to find that you're breaking off lines and you're losing those big huge fish. So make sure you got the proper setup to catch heavy fish, because you never know what you could get out here. So you just squeeze it and open it up like that, just like a safety pin. Hook it through your knife, squeeze it and put it closed. I will show you that on my previous rigs that I had built, I actually had a 55-pound swivel. See how they're a little bit larger, a little bit more heavy duty? That's probably what I should have went with again this time. Because I have straightened these out before with really large cod. These ones here have busted. But this one here has seen some use. You want to change them out every year or two because with the salt and everything like that, I just don't trust them when they have a real big fish on there. I don't trust them to hold. So there we go, folks. You go out and buy yourself a bunch of cheap butter knives. Go over to fishing shop. Get yourself some split rings, some strong hooks for big fish, and some barrel swivels. And as it's going through the water, it's swiveling like this. Ouch. It's going to swivel like this, and it's going to reflect off the sun, and it's going to be shiny. And the cod are thinking that looks just like a capelin to them. Even when it's a bit round here, it looks like they're a round belly on a capelin. And you just jig it up and it's swiveling like this. They go crazy. You got them on line. And you're eating dinner with a butter knife. Catching your dinner with butter knives. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that. Alright, so it's equipment check time. We got a 5-gallon bucket with 50 feet of 3/8 rope. I'm going to use these to fetch water out of the ocean, rinse off my cleaning station, rinse off the fish before we fry them up. We got flour to bread the cod. We got 2 bags of fire starter. I'm just kidding. 1 bag of fire starter and 1 bag for me. We got some olive oil, we got the potatoes and carrots, we got salt, pepper, and garlic powder. We've got ourselves a night light in case we're down here till after dark getting this video made for you guys. And we got the cutting board, and we got a bag of split wood and a bag of logs. I don't know if we're going to get all that in the old travel backpack there, but time to get it all packed up and get down there before it gets dark. Alright, so it's a little bit late in the day. It's already 10 after 8 p.m. And we got our backpack on with all our wood and frying pans and our bucket with some kindling. We got our fishing rod and we got our trusty old butter knife lure. It's time to get down on the cliffside and see if we can catch something and cook something up here tonight. So this is what the path beginning here. Some beautiful little trails, part of the East Coast Trail. And I absolutely love coming down here, especially this time of day. On a sunny day, you get a beautiful sunset down by the water on the cliffside, catching a few cod. I absolutely love it. I've seen moose down here, a cow and a calf. Not so much bears. We don't have many bears on the east coast of Newfoundland, Canada, but lots of moose. There's lots of rabbits down here, scattered fox, and quite a few fox actually, but just a scattered coyote. Not very many on the east coast again here, but they're starting to get more prominent in Newfoundland. And so they're doing some trail maintenance here, as you can see. Even brought a night light because coming through this tunnel at night, it is pitch dark. and you don't want to end up out in the bushes with a big lump on your head. Alright, so I'll show you again now once we break out of the woods. It's about at least 5 minutes into this trail into the woods until we get out on the peninsula. So this is where we break out of the woods, and the trail goes either left or it continues on the East Coast Trail to the right. You can go to the next cove if you can turn to the right. But our fishing spot is down at the end of that peninsula. So let's get going. A few shots of the peninsula. And that's where we came out of the woods, right over here. So it's a beautiful area, as you can see. Usually pretty windy up in this area, but still beautiful. So here's the peninsula. We're gonna hike all the way down and go down to the left on the edge of that cliff down there. And here's the views from one side of the peninsula. A lot of times the capelin, when they roll in, they go straight into that cove over there. It's called Middle Cove. And to get there, they have to go right past this point, which is why I like fishing here. There's lots of cod here usually, especially around capelin time, which is the end of June to mid-July. And you're almost guaranteed to catch something. I've seen whales here too. Many times minke whales, humpback whales, dolphins. We even get narwhals down here. Alright folks, we got our fire set up here on the edge of the cliff, and we got our edible fire starter on the go here. We're gonna get a bunch of those in there, light them up, and see if we can't get this party started. Let's see if we can do it on camera. It's pretty windy. I'm gonna block the wind a bit. Alright, we're gonna have to shut this off for a sec. So as you can see, even though it's super windy, the edible fire starter is working. Is it gonna work? We don't know, but it's looking good so far. We got 35-kilometer winds, gusting up to 46 kilometers an hour. And here we are, Cliffside. Pretty ideal conditions. It's a little bit windy, but the wind is blowing off the land. And so I'll be able to get a good cast even with a light lure like a butter knife. And this is the ledge that I'm working on. It's like a 2-foot ledge here, right? You stand here and you cast straight out there. You probably get it, 100, 150 feet offshore, let it go down. And down towards the bottom, and then you just jig it straight up. Like this all the way in the shore. Hopefully they're right there. It's normally where I catch them all. We got fire, baby. Better move my sweater so they're going to catch a light in a second. Got a beautiful fire going there, super dry wood, lots of wind. Hopefully we don't catch fire from all the sparks blowing straight at us and in our face. It's time to start catching some cod. Some North Atlantic cod, you guys. I gotta set you up on the rock here now. We're gonna catch our first cod and we're gonna burn it up on that campfire right on site.
Alright folks, first cast of 2024, North Atlantic Cod recreational cod fishery, and we got our traditional butter knife lure. I don't know if it's traditional, but we're going to catch dinner with our butter knife tonight. Can we catch dinner with a butter knife? Let's do it. Come on. Ooh. False alarm on the first cast. Got fresh line on here, 300 feet, a 50-pound test. Hopefully she's gonna work. Oh yeah. Got a nice cast. We're gonna let it sink down to the bottom. When the line stops coming off the reel, we're gonna close it. Reel it up a little bit. Get off the bottom, start jigging. Got lots of sparks from the fire. Ooh, we got a bite. Got a bite on the first cast, you guys. Oh yeah, he's decent. Come on up. Let's go. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, you guys. Brand new at this, I don't even have a tripod yet. We're down here catching cod on the side of a cliff. Let's do this. Oh no! He came off right at the last second. He came off right at the last second. Sometimes they get caught up on the seaweed down there and I can hook him on again, but he's gone. Second cast, 2024. Come on, let's bring the dinner home. We had one on, he was nice. Much better cast, straight out. Fresh line is just screaming off the reel. Probably should have cleaned my camera a little bit, looks pretty foggy. Greasy, like I got some greasy fire starter hands. Come on baby, come on. Let's do this. North Atlantic Cod, where are you to? Where you at? Man, we almost had one right on the first cast. Okay. That one looks like it didn't sink. Third cast, come on. Let's go. Atlantic Cod. I see what's happening. It's windy now, so the wind is taking the line before it gets a chance to sink. And it's pulling it in towards shore, and we don't want that. We want it out there and going deep. We got a bite already? Oh yeah, we got one on, boys. Oh yeah, come on with it. He's half decent. He's got some fight to him. It's nice cold water, white fish. He feels a bit lighter now, he's coming up. Alright, now I got the phone down in between the cracks of the rock there. Should have some shelter from the rain and the wind. Hopefully you got a better view. Let's haul in the big boys. Come on. YouTube is watching. Smash up the like button. Let's do this. A little late to the game. Well, she's super windy. Might have to have a small fish and chips, like a one-piecer. Two small fillets. That one there went straight down instead of going out. We're gonna let her go, see if there's something close. Come on, baby, come on. Let's get a good cast here. Woohoo! The fire is roaring. Hopefully my clothes and backpack and all that stuff doesn't catch. Because we want to keep doing this, right? It's not a one-off event. We want to be down here every weekend. It's less light now where the sun has gone down. Not feeling the activity anymore. Gonna get right down here, try to get a super long cast. Alright, last cast. The rain keeps turning off my camera. Let's see if we can get one more, guys. Oh, false alarm on the last cast. Let's try again. Let's go. Last cast of the night. Oh, yes! That's the one we were after. Oh, come on! Hopefully we can get this guy in. Oh, look at the bend on the pole. Ugh, he's got some weight to him. All right, he's another small one. He felt huge because, as you can see, we jigged him right by the back, and he was coming up sideways. So that was giving me the feeling like this was a 10 or 15 pound fish, when really it's only about a 2 or 3 pounder. All right, we're gonna get him cleaned up. We at least got 2 fish to cook up here tonight. All right, folks, we got 2. We got 2 small cod so far. I said that was the last cast, but I just checked the time. It's 9:10. We're gonna try for one more. Let's do it. Come on. Oh, false alarm. Almost got into a snarl here. Fire's burning down pretty fast. Fella's gonna have to start cooking here right away. All right, let's go. North Atlantic Cod catching fish with a butter knife. Let's do this. Oh, another false alarm. We're gonna have bloopers galore here. Let's do this. Oh, super windy, raining, and having multiple false casts. That one there went about 100 feet up and 100 feet out. Now we just got to get it to sink. Come on. Let's get the third one up here. I want to show you guys a big one. Ooh, you got one? Oh yeah. Oh, he come off. We had a late biter there. He was in close to shore. So they're still in the area. If I can get this thing to sink down far enough, we'll get down and around the big ones. They're down close to the bottom. When it's super windy like this, I'll cast out and then I'll hold the line and let the butter knife sink before all the line goes out with the wind. The wind and the tide will keeps driving it in towards shore, and we're not getting down by the cod. All right, folks, last cast. Camera keeps shutting off. We gotta go cast. Let's get a big one this time. We got it down deep. We're looking for one big one. All right, like I said, it was last cast. It's addictive, right? Let's do one more, and then we're frying up the cod. I've got some real big ones down here. I know they're there. It's just a matter of getting the lure to sink down a bit more. I do have a heavier lure in the bucket there. Let me try it out. Oh yeah, we got one. Oh yeah, we got a decent one. Oh yeah, we got a mega cod here. Oh boys, look at the bend on the pole. He is not wanting to come up. He is heavy. Holy jumpins. This is definitely gonna be a big one. Come on up. Let's go. Oh yeah, he's fighting the whole way. Come on. The camera shut off. We got a huge one. It's time to gut him and get him on the pan, boys. 9:15. Let's go! Fish and potatoes and carrots right on the cliffside.
We got a lovely sized cod here to eat for supper, guys. Check this out. Here we go, folks. We got 4 beautiful pieces of cod in the pan. There's our potatoes and carrots over there. Working with all coals now. Everything is going exactly to plan. The first YouTube video ever. Smash up the like and subscribe button, you guys. We're gonna have a lot more adventures like this. Cheers.